Today's guest is a living example that redemption isn't just a story, it's a lifestyle. He went from adversity to entrepreneurship, from being counted out to becoming a community pillar. He's the founder of the first Black-owned work boot company, a Job Corps Milwaukee supplier, and a box truck company driver, owner, and entrepreneur. This man wears many hats. When you hear real hustlers wear Ed Hennings, understand this man doesn't just sell workwear, he sells work ethic. Welcome to Power the Baldy, the one, the only Ed Hennings. What's up, champ?
Man, that intro is what's up, man. I appreciate that. I'm pumped.
I love it. I love it. I'm just so humbled, honored, and grateful to have you on the show. We're about bringing amazing people in front of a new audience and just trying to uplift everything. So I tell people, this show is going to change lives. I always say that it's not about how many fights I win, how many homes I own, how many cars I drive, but how many lives I can change and impact. And I feel like bringing somebody like yourself on, letting you tell your story is going to help shape and change somebody's life and give you the platform to be amazing because you are truly inspirational.
Thank you, man. That's the business I'm in, man, the inspiration business.
Well, listen, you're crushing it. You're crushing it. So I'm going to hop right in. I'm going to ask you a few deep, thoughtful questions and take it, run with it, and this is your show.
Let's get to it.
I love it. What does that hustler's mindset really mean in your day-to-day grind? Because everybody uses that word. What does it mean to you? And like, what does that look like?
Every day I made a commitment, and you just got to carry it consistently. Like the commitment is to, you won't work harder than me, longer than me. Like I've seen people give me a good hour, but you know what I'm saying? About noon, they tapping out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
I've seen people in the trucking business, if everything goes smooth, they're great. But soon as something, a little friction, a little opposition, then they began to waver. I've just trained my mind to get up every day, prepared for A through Z. There's going to be some adversity, probably about 11. But once I fight through that, I'm a smooth sail about 3. Because I've seen so many people do that over and over again. Everything has to go perfectly for them to, have a smile on their face. But me, I'm prepared for the adversity, and that's that hustler in me. I'm a hustle through it.
I love it. I love it. So you thrive in chaos.
Yeah, I mean, you have to, because that's the way to success, man. That thing looks all crazy. It don't look like a straight line. If they ask you, how did you get to where you at? That thing went like this and all crazy.
I love it. I love it. See, that's so
it
powerful.
Didn't go just like that. It doesn't go like that.
When it's like that means you're dead, right? That life looks like this. Life is up
flat line, right?
You don't want no flat line. I tell these kids, when I speak to these kids, I tell you, don't fall in love with social media and all that stuff because it's everybody's highlight reel. And that's why I was drawn to you. I was drawn to you because you're authentic and you're real. And that brings me right into it. Like when you look back at your life, when you look at your journey, what moment do you think kind of shifted you and shifted your identity from a man to a movement? Because you are a movement.
Man, I'm just gonna be honest with you, man. I was sitting in a holding cell in the county jail, waiting for a jury to deliberate, because I was facing the rest of my life in prison. And I know we watched the TV shows and we watched the stuff on the internet about these cop interrogations and all of that stuff. Let me tell you something, man. You would never know the feeling of waiting for a jury to decide if you're ever going to be free again. And at that moment, I made some promises. I was praying. I was begging for another shot. I said, if I get another shot, I'm going to give it everything in my soul. If I get a second chance, I won't need a third. Just give me another shot at it. And when that jury came back, found me guilty of a lesser offense, I was sentenced to 40 years in prison. So that shot that I asked for, it didn't come that day, or it didn't come without some work. but I had that chance. I had an opportunity, and I took it, man. I said, every day I'm going to get up, and I'm going to give it everything I got. I took everything I could. I was just challenging myself at every turn to better myself and to make good on that promise, man. And I've been living like that for almost 29 years now.
I love it. I love that. And tell these young kids looking and watching, what charges you faced, if you don't mind. What
Yeah.
what what adversity, what obstacles you were faced with.
Yeah, man, I was facing first-degree intentional homicide. So the jury found me guilty of first-degree reckless homicide. And I went from facing life to being sentenced to 40, and I served 20 years of the 40. And that's not no walk in the park. Well, you youngsters that's listening today, man, I threw my life away. I seen some guys throw their life away and they didn't get a second chance. So through grace and mercy, I got a second chance, man, and I'm not going to throw it away. So I'm telling you now, if you have the opportunity, you wake up in the morning, you do something with every day that you blessed with. Don't just throw it away like it's another day, because there's a lot of the big homies, a lot of your cousins, your uncles, your friends, a lot of your close family members that's going to not come home one day because they're in there. And I was faced with that. And I thought it was a game too until it hit me. And I said, oh, this is not a game. I'm gonna give it everything I got to turn this thing around, man. And I want to be an example to those that just don't believe that they can turn it around.
I love that, man. I'm telling you right now, I got goosebumps. You gave me goosebumps because so many of our youth are got all these athletes on pedestals, and it's people like yourself, because we are all perfectly imperfect. So if somebody's
Right.
looking from the outside, passing judgment on somebody else, then shame
Yeah.
on them. Shame
Yeah.
on them. So
Yeah.
you are a living, walking legend. You're a walking movement. You already touched on some serious obstacles and hardships. When you compare, being incarcerated to starting your own business, what adversities, what obstacles, what similarities, what sacrifices do you feel were bigger, or what you had to make mend and make ends meet? Like what do you see was your biggest task, obstacle to face?
Yeah, I think they all have their own set of obstacles, but I think there's some transferable things in there. Like when I was in prison, man, I would be setting my alarm clock. First, I started setting it at 9. Then I got good without the alarm clock getting up at 9. Then I pushed it to 8. Once I got good at 8 without the clock, I pushed it to 7. So now I get up at 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning without an alarm clock at all. But that was me grooming myself, and that was me challenging myself while I was in there. And not just doing the time, it was the challenges within the prison that I was challenging myself with. Like when I see a guy at a table and they playing cards and dominoes and they talking about all the war stories from the hood, I would get up and remove myself from that. I don't want to hear that. So when I came home and I started in entrepreneurship, I was preparing myself. So now, oh man, I'm gonna open this barbershop and beauty salon. Oh, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard. Look, man, for 20 years, I removed myself from those type of negative conversations. So it carried over. They were very similar, but because it was the universal way I seen it, was like, I'm not putting no negativity on my plate. Only thing going on my plate is positive. I did that in there, and I do that out here. I don't talk to people that's scared, nervous. Like, hey, we finna start this business and we finna win. We gonna work till it works.
I love it.
And
You get me fired up. You get me fired up. You get me fired up. I love everything that you're saying, because adversity doesn't discriminate.
no.
Hardship don't discriminate. And if you're willing to work, like, you could do anything in this world. I want to know, you know, what I got all of these questions. I'm throwing these questions out the window because now we ain't sticking to the script. My editor's gonna be mad at me, but I want to know, because now I'm invested. I love everything about. I knew I was gonna love you, but now I know I love you. What what like, how did you become so authentic? How did you become so real? How did you become so transparent? Because that's one of the biggest problems, right? You
Yeah.
did you went through your struggles in life, your
Yes.
adversities, and you. I even came to you. I knew your story, and I said, "Listen, is there anything off the table?" You said, "No, no, I'm an open book. I'm transparent. I live
Yeah.
this. I want to share this with somebody." And I want to know how you became this man, because so many people are afraid to look the man in the mirror
Yeah.
and accept their flaws and
Yeah.
actually turn it into their advantages. How did
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
to this place?
Yeah. It's when I realized that it was bigger than me. I was on my journey of bettering myself, but as I looked around, I seen men and the youth not believing in themselves. As more I believed in myself, the less they believed in themselves. And I said, man, you can do it. You can do it. So in order for me to make good on that purpose, I have to be transparent because my story don't belong to me. This is
Mm,
motivation and inspiration for somebody else. Because
mm,
I used other people's stories when I was at rock bottom. I use Jim Carrey. I use Nelson Mandela. I use all of those people that I researched and seen that overcame the odds. And their stories were mine. I
mm.
used them. They motivated me. They inspired me to come through my darkest times. So I wanted to repay it. So my story don't belong to me. This is your story. You're going through something right now. You just don't believe you can make it. Ed Hennings' life, that belongs to you. It's not mine.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely. This is so powerful. Everybody watching today, man, listen to this thing not once, not twice, three times, because this man Ed is dropping gems. His story is for you. That's what's powerful. And anybody that's an entrepreneur know that there's no clocking in, 8-hour days.
No.
There's no, everybody thinks that you got everything made. Tell some of these kids, like, what made you choose a barbershop? What made you choose a trucking company? What made you choose the work booth? What was it? Did you what lit that fire?
Yeah, man, I'm always looking for the next challenge, number one. But once again, like I said before, I'm in the inspiration business. So every time I consider a new endeavor, the first thing comes to my mind is like, who am I gonna inspire by doing this? Who am I gonna motivate? Who I'm gonna get to climb that mountain that's in front of them? Because now here's a challenge in front of me. I'm gonna start a work group business. I don't know much about work boots, but if I can climb that mountain and everybody see me climb this mountain, that's gonna inspire somebody else to look at the mountain in front of them and say, well, if he climbed that mountain right there, Ed Hennings is spoken in the same sentence with Timberland and Nike and Adidas. Oh, wow, I can climb this mountain. So that's my purpose behind each and every endeavor. Yes, I want financial freedom. Yes, I want my time, to be freed up. But more than anything, the purpose will always be to inspire that kid, to inspire that kid that didn't die in somebody. Don't let that kid die in you. That's that every successful person, that kid is still alive in him. That kid that believed he can fly, that he could jump off his mama's roof and not hurt himself. That kid didn't die. So
I
we
love
trying
it.
to revive and resuscitate that young man or that young woman inside you that somebody got to ask you, what happened to him? Just ask yourself, what happened to that 6-year-old kid that believed that everything was possible? Then you're going to find some gems.
That is absolutely amazing. That's the gem. I love that because I like you. I believe one of our biggest downfalls to being adults is we lose that childish passion. We
Yeah,
lose that childish fire to
yeah,
to experience, to live, to run, to roam, to be great. You ask a kid what they want to be, all their dreams, their goals, their aspirations are just so big and so
yeah,
lofty. A lot of times, us adults, we try to
yeah.
diminish it.
That's
We try to
right.
squash it. And that's
Yeah,
the worst thing ever.
the
Like,
worst thing ever.
oh man, that brings me to a question that I ask kids every time I do a speaking engagement. I ask them, what does freedom mean to you? To know and compare your life from start to the middle of your life to where it is now, like what is freedom? And I like to throw a little extra word in there. What does freedom and peace of mind mean to you?
Yeah, peace of mind starts with once again, it starts with no distractions. Um, I have a destiny to fulfill, and I'm at peace with that. You know, I came to peace with that 28, 29 years ago. And I said, this is what my life looks like. And I'm at peace with that. But when something or someone comes in and try to disrupt it or distract me, I'm unsettled with that. I'm unsettled with anything that distracts me from my destiny. As long as I can continue to pursue my destiny, my purpose, my calling in life, I can sleep good at night. I
I
can
love
sleep
it.
really good.
I love that. That's amazing. What about faith? Like I'm a big believer in this, right? Some might rub people the wrong way. I truly believe that religion is man-made, but
Yeah,
faith is real. So that's
I
just
agree.
and so so it doesn't matter, what you gotta believe in something wholeheartedly. So that might rub people the wrong way, and they might not understand it because some people are just straight edge.
Yeah,
How does like faith play a role into like how you move, how you do something? Like
yeah,
especially being incarcerated for 20 plus years, you
yeah,
had to have some kind of faith, hope,
yeah,
belief in something
yeah,
bigger than yourself. Like
yeah.
how does that work?
Like I said, it started from day one, man. My spirituality was saying, I'm reaching to the higher power. And I say, hey, man, give me that shot. Give me one more shot at this. Because I haven't been getting it done. I haven't been living up to my God-given talent, my full potential, my who I could be. In the movie, when I got to prison, I said, man, I could have been something. I could have been something. What is wrong with me? So at that moment was when, if you wake me up every day, you've done your part. Now it's time for me to do my part. My
Mm,
part is it's a marriage, the spiritual self and the part that you have control over. They say, pray like it depends on God and work like it depends on you. And that's the way I move. I pray like it depends on God, but I work like it depends on me. And those
I
two
love it.
together, we good.
I
We
love it.
good to go.
That's beautiful, man. Honestly, man, this is this is so powerful. You are living and changing. Your legacy is so much bigger than you, bigger than me. And I'm telling you right now, it's magnetizing. You just everything about the way you speak, you carry yourself is powerful. My eyes is glued to your shirt. And I'm getting, it looks like you could come back from anything. I'm guessing the
You can come
CBK.
back from anything. Yes,
Talk,
sir.
talk, talk
Yes.
about talk about the shirt. Is that your own brand, Ed?
Yeah, this just a part. Man, I wrote a book, and the book was called The Answers. And in the chapter, it was about coming back. And we always, me and my editors, we talked about you can come back from anything. And we had it on shirts, man. And I just been continuing to push it for years, man. Everywhere I go, I said, you can come back from anything. As long as you still breathing, you can come back. We've all done cut on the internet and seen the man running down the street with no arms and legs, saying, let's get it, let's get it. He got no arms and legs.
Yes. And he's saying, I just saw that video, and he's saying not to be rude, but my balls is bouncing off this
Yeah,
concrete.
yeah.
And what's your excuse? I said that to all my clients, my friends. I said, yo, you can't tell me now you got a little pain in your ankle or your toe. This man is this man with no arms and legs is running down the street. You got no more excuses. I
None.
can't stand excuses. I can't stand them. That's my biggest pet peeve.
Man,
That's my
wow.
biggest pet peeve. It
Yeah.
drives me nuts. This the fun part of the show where I give you some rapid fire questions. Don't think about it, and you got to answer these as quick as you can.
All right.
I'm gonna give you three. I'm gonna give you three of them. I'm gonna start with the one that everybody's been asking me. So I've been doing some research, and my peoples want to know: Tim's or your own Ed Henning boots?
Oh, Ed Hennings all day, man. Ed
Let's
Hennings
go.
all day.
Let's go.
Tim, they legends in the game. I would never disrespect Timbo and what they stand for. Hip hop made Timbo what it is, and it's a symbol. But you know, it's always time to turn the page, man.
It's time to turn the page.
It's
I
time to
love
turn
it.
the page, man.
I love it. I
The
love it.
people need something new and fresh, man. Here I come.
And I'm telling you right now, the Ed Hennings, if y'all go check them out, I scrolled through this man's page. Them things are dope. The logo is fire. I love it. It looks like literally like fire. It's dope. It's E. Obviously, my government name ain't Truck. It's Edward. So I'm already rocking with you. That's it. I would never buy another pair of Timbs again. I will only wear Ed Hennings. Early mornings or late nights.
Oh, early mornings. I'm a beast. Early mornings. 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm a beast at 3.
See, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a 4:30er. I'm
Okay.
working my way to 4 a.m. So I
Yeah.
get up at 4:30 so I can get to the gym by 5 to get my clients to do those stretches.
Yeah.
I'm trying to create a new routine. I'm trying to work my way to 4 because they said the most successful people will wake up by 4. So you got those people beat by an hour.
Man, you know you a beast in the morning too, man. I know it, man. I used to hit that gym at 5, man, and get on the truck. So I know, man, the mornings is something else.
Something else. And you start to get light from it. People don't
Yeah.
understand. It's like you start growing in the darkness. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
For the listeners watching and listening, one word that describes Ed Hennings.
Passion.
Woo!
Passion.
That's my word right there.
Passion.
I love it.
Passion, man. I don't think you can climb that mountain like with a lackadaisical approach or a whole hum. You gotta have some fire in your gut, man. My granddad worked in a foundry, and he used to go to work every day, 25 years straight. And when I was younger, I didn't understand it. But when I got older, I said, do you know the fire you gotta have in your gut to get up every single day and go to that foundry for 25 years straight, just pounding away at that thing? So I said, man, you gotta have some fire for this thing, man. And when I talk to the youth, the juveniles that have gotten some trouble, I say, don't lose that edge, that chip on your shoulder. Just redirect it. The same way you get mad at somebody for disrespecting you or doing you wrong, and you're ready to do something to them, have that same anger, but just direct it toward the obstacles in front of you. I want you to be mad. I want you to be angry, pissed off, and go out there and kill a game. Don't kill people. Go kill them obstacles in front of you. Just keep that anger, though. Don't lose that.
Hey, that's the next shirt. I'm a marketer. I'm a master marketer. That's the next shirt. Don't kill the ops, kill the obstacles in front of you. That's your next shirt.
That's right. That's it.
That's it. You're talking to the youth because I'm telling you, that's powerful. That's gonna be something.
Not the ops, the obstacles.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Don't off the obstacles.
That's right.
Go. What's the last? You talked about Jim Carrey. You talked about some people that dealt with adversity. What was the last book that moved you? Whether it's an audible book or it's a physical book. And then I got some one last funny one for you.
The last book that moved me is probably the 33 Strategies. The 33 Strategies Award. I won it. I went to this event and won a raffle, and I won the book. This probably about 3, 4, or 5 months ago. And man, I sat down and I turned a couple of pages, and it was just gym after gym after gym. And I was like, here I am. It felt like I was back in prison reading again, because all of the stuff, you razor sharp, your senses are keen. You don't have any distractions in prison, so you can smell everything. You can hear everything. Your reflexes is on point. And then you get out here and they get dull, because you're working, you got this to do, you got those responsibilities. So you can dull out if you're not making a intentional effort to stay sharp. And I told myself before I came home was that, man, I want to stay sharp like this. And when I got back into the 33 Strategies, man, it took me back to that sharpness. Like, oh man, this is what I didn't want to lose. So it took me back to that, man, and I'm grateful for that.
I love it. I'm gonna have to get that. I'm gonna have to get that for sure. All right. If And this is our Baldy specialist. I got the Baldy, so
I
I gotta
see you.
ask you, if you had to put three people on the Mount Rushmore of baldness, who would be the three people? It could be anybody. It could be authors. It could be athletes. It could be anybody. Who's your three most impactful, powerful, baldy rockers in the world?
I gotta start with Michael Jordan. You know, Jay. You know, Jordan is the he the head in charge. He the
Yeah.
CEO. He made it so cool. Jordan made balding amongst people with color so cool. Before, nobody wanted to be bald. Then Jordan
Facts.
shaved that stuff off, man, and went to licking his tongue out, and it was over. And then, okay, baldness. Let's start with the king himself. The number one stunner is Kojak.
Let's
You know, I,
go.
I was born in 72, man. It was only one bald head guy in the world when I was
Yeah,
growing up, and it was Kojak. He had a
that's
lollipop
dope.
and a bald head.
That's kind of dope. Oh man, Vin
and my
Rage jump. Vin Rage brought it back when he did that. I think he played Kojak. That's crazy. When you say that, it's like, oh man, these are good. These are good. These are good.
yeah. And my last one, man, is the only one that come to mind after that is man, the late great Debo, man.
Oh,
The late great Debo, man.
let's go. And that, yo, oh man, that I love it.
Debo.
Oh man, I love it. That, yeah, those are three great ones. Those are three
Yeah,
great ones.
yeah.
Oh man,
I
I think
probably
you.
missed I probably missed some great ones in there. I know I did, but them,
Right,
them
but
they
you know
just
what?
popped in my head.
Listen, that's what popped in your head, and that's what it's about. It's about your journey, your story. You
Yeah.
got to tell everybody. You got a long laundry list. You got to tell everybody right now. I'm gonna put it in the descriptions where they can find you, how they can get more information about you, how they can get your book, how they can reach you on social media. You got This is your time. This is your plug. We want to get this out because we got to get you to a billion. I need you to, like.
Yeah.
It bothers me. It bothers me when I turn on social media and I see some of these dope, powerful, impactful people that don't have all these crazy files that knuckleheads got for doing
Yeah. Yeah.
foolishness. So we gonna change that. We're gonna write this shit. Because
All
I'm
right.
telling you, this is gonna be the number one podcast in the world. So you here early.
All
So
right.
so once we blow up, we taking you for a ride. Like,
That's
so it's all good. So tell everybody where they're gonna reach you.
Yeah, man. If you want work boots, man, if you just your work boots is fine, but they just don't look like nothing you would wear. They just don't speak to you, right? So my work boots give you permission to be you. We at edhenningsco.com. When you put these work boots on, you don't have to go to work, change your voice. You don't have to change your demeanor. You can just go to work with these work boots on and be yourself. All right. You also can find me on Instagram at edhennings.ceo. You can go check me out. I do work boots. I do motivation, inspiration. I try to show you, the work that I've been putting in myself in the same work boots that I'm selling you, and you'll see me do that on Instagram every day at edhennings.ceo.
I love it. I love it. And what about your book? Because I gotta get. I'm
Oh
gonna put
yeah,
the link
yeah,
in the description because we gotta get that. That's gonna be a number one bestseller. I don't care if
yeah,
you wrote it 10 years ago, 10 minutes ago, 10 hours
yeah.
ago. We're gonna run that book up.
Yeah, it's called The Answers. You can also get it on my website at edhenningsco.com along with the boots. I got the book up there as well. The book sold out all over, man. I just keep reordering and reordering. It's a wonderful book, man. It just talked to you about the questions that was asked to me. Ed, how did you do it? How did you turn it around? How did you overcome the 20 years in prison? How do you do it? I just said, hey, this book is called The Answers to those questions. Buy the book. Check it out.
Oh man, I love it, man. Thank you so much for gracing your presence, man. Guys, ladies, go give this man a follow because if you want to actually, I don't even tell people I'm a motivational speaker no more. I tell people that I'm trying to speak discipline. because motivation wears off sometimes, but discipline gets you up to do the things that you don't want to do, but you have to do on those days that it gets the darkest. So go follow this movement maker, this shift maker, the seller of work ethics, the one and only Ed Hennings. We appreciate you more than you'll ever know. And this show was legendary. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for taking time out. I know you just did you had an award ceremony. You had to spoke to some kids, and you took the time to show us love. So we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Man, thanks for having me, bro.
My pleasure.